Hello, this is Keith All, and welcome back. Have you ever gotten an Excel file where the data is unstructured, like you see over here on the left, and you didn't know exactly how to clean it up? And so it looks like a table like this, so it's pivot table ready. And then once you have it in this format, then you could create your pivot tables over here. Well, then this video is for you. How you could take unstructured data and create your pivot table ready tables. And we're going to be using Power Query to do this. So over here on the right is going to be a synopsis of what we're going to be doing with this data over here on the life. It's unstructured. You got multiple headers. You have uh, data that's in a wide format instead of a long format like this. And we're going to go ahead and clean this up very quickly using Power Query. So what we're going to do is going to select this area over here, and then we're going to go up to data, and then from table or range. Now Excel will automatically detect this data right over here, and it's going to open up your Power Query editor in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and select it, and then don't click on my table has headers in this particular case. Click OK. Once the editor opens, you'll see how messy this data actually is. So you can see how messy this data is. So now we're going to go ahead and clean this data up. So our first step in this particular case, since we have no headers, we're going to do click on column 1 right now, and we're going to remove some rows from here. So let's go up, is select that, home, remove rows, and then we're going to remove some top rows here. So what we want to do is, if you look over here, well, where do we exactly want to, what rows do we want to? So in this particular case, we don't need this data up here, prepared by and report generated by. So we could remove, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So we're going to go ahead and select 5, click OK, and it removes the top 5 rows. Now we're going to also do the same thing. Look closely at the bottom. What rows do we want to select at the bottom? So we want to select 1, 2, 3, 4 rows from the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and remove bottom rows. We're going to actually do 3 rows. Click OK. Now what we want to do is, as you notice that some rows are blank. So we got a blank row here, all nulls, all across all fields. So let's go up here, remove rows, remove blank rows, and it detects, okay, what rows have all null values in every single column. And that's what it did there. So at this point now, let's go ahead and create a column. So let's go up here, add column, add custom column, and then we're gonna create it. We'll use a formula. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in an if statement, text that starts with, tab into that, and then we're gonna select column 1 and pay attention to this area over here. Okay, so column 1, okay, comma, and then what we're asking it to be is region, So basically, we're gonna, let's remove the first part about here. So what we're telling Power Query to do, select column 1 and anything that starts with region. So we got region east, region west, okay? So it's going to find those two particular rows. Then, let's see, comma, then let's put column 1. Okay, else null. Then click OK. And what you could see what it did is found anything in column 1 that began with region. The text in column 1 began with region. If it does, it's just going to put it over here. And you'll see why we're going to do this in a second. So once we do that, we need to fill down this area over here. So we do a right click, fill down. Okay, now it did that. It gave it some values. And now for the region column, which is this, we're going to call this region. We're going to extract text after delimiter. So we want to get the region portion out of there, and we just want to get the region itself. So we're going to do that. We're going to extract text, transform, extract text after delimiter. So we could easily do this a couple ways. We could do a colon space and it'll find that, or you could actually type in region colon space and then do the same thing. So let's click OK. So it got rid of the region. And now what we want to do is we want to promote the headers over here. So basically, let's promote the headers. So before we promote the headers, we want to be able to get rid of this first row above here. So promoting headers, meaning that we want product to be up here, January to be up here, and so forth on the way over. So we could do that by clicking in this area here and use first, well, actually, let's remove the first row again here. Let's go up here, add, home, remove rows, remove top rows, click on one, click OK. And now we want to promote the headers, promote, use first rows as headers. Okay, we did that. Okay, once we did that, let's rename the columns. So we got the product, we got January, February, March, and we want this to be like region. Press enter. What we want to do is we want to filter first before we go to the next step. We want to filter this column out over here. We want to filter out this row here. So we select this, filter out region, click OK. Okay. And then we also want to filter out product right here. So we just have the data for the products and the sales amounts for each region. So we want to also filter out product. Okay, once we do that, we want to basically unpivot the months. So in other words, we want to take the months data, shift control, okay, and we want to unpivot those months away from there. So we do that by unpivot selected columns. Okay, now we are left with attributes and values. Okay, so we want to rename these columns. This is going to be the month, and this is going to be the sales amount. Then what we could do is we want to make sure the sales amount has the correct data type. These are all okay as text values. So we select this. We could convert it to decimal. Okay. And once we do that, we have our data in the order that we want, so we could be able to create pivot tables from it. So at this point, we could go to Home, Close and Load. So as you can see, it created this pivot table ready area. So now let's go ahead and create sales by region and product. So let's go over here, go up to Insert, Pivot Table, selected the range for us. Let's just add it to the existing worksheet over here. Click OK. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create a sales by region and by product. So in other words, let's go sales is going to be the values area because we're going to sum that up. We want to also do it by region. And within region, we want to separate it out by product. So let's go up of here to make it easier to read. Let's go up to design and let's report layout. Let's use a tabular form. And now we got region, we got sales by region and product. So how do we verify this? Let's just manually go over here. Let's click laptop and we want to sum up the sales for everything for East for just the laptop itself. So we go over here, select those three amounts. If we come down here in the stats, down here, bottom right, sum 39,700, and that's what we have over here. So hopefully this tutorial gave you an idea how you could take unstructured data from an Excel spreadsheet and then put it into a pivot table ready, okay, long format data set so you could create then your pivot tables off of that. Thank you for stopping by today. You have a great day. And remember to subscribe to my channel. As always, please like and share this video because it helps get this video out to more people. Thank you very much for your time. Bye now.